So it may have been that
That's
in
terrible.
the time that
Wow.
it may have been that animals were so badly treated that the idea of of a deep, clean cut with a sharp knife, do it one time and do it quick, that may well have been the most humane practice at that time. Nowadays, though, there are other ways, more advanced methods of reducing pain and suffering to a point where humane slaughter could be achieved. And that includes making the animals unconscious before their throat is cut.
Are animals still killed by shooting them in the head like in the old days?
Well, they're shot in the head with a captive bolt pistol. Certainly larger animals such as cattle. It's not a free bullet, so it's not like a gun where the bullet comes out. The captive bolt is essentially exactly what it says. You fire the gun against the animal's head, and the bolt, which basically causes the animal to be knocked out, stays with the instrument, so it doesn't go in. It just bashes the animal into unconsciousness. For pigs and sheep, the way of achieving stunning is through electrical stunning.
Wow, that's bad.
Yeah, well, you've got to remember, though, what you're trying to achieve is, if we're going to talk technical about this, what you're trying to achieve is you're trying to render the animal insensible to pain so that it can no longer suffer before the pain of, let's say, electricity cuts in. And if you or I pushed a pin into ourselves, it would not hurt immediately. It would hurt after about 1/10 of a second. You and I would feel it was, we would think it was immediate, but in scientific terms, we would feel the pain 1/10 of a second after the pin went in. So what you need to do with the electrical stunning equipment or with the captive bolt is it needs to bring about unconsciousness within 1/10 of a second.
Does it deliver that?
The electrical stunning, if it's done correctly, calibrated correctly, will deliver unconsciousness within 35 milliseconds. So well within that 1/10 of a second. So you've got quite a bit of margin of error there.
Interesting. Very, very interesting.
But that's we're now getting into the science of...
Well, but you know what? We're in the details of what really happens, and I think the public needs to know. Most of us, myself included, are often disconnected from what really happens. What happens to them? We don't want to know.
Yeah. I mean, you're coming back to the kosher angle. Halal slaughter is similar in that it's often done without pre-slaughter stunning. But I have to tell you that increasingly halal slaughterers are accepting that pre-slaughter stunning doesn't render doesn't obviate, doesn't violate the religious doctrine. It's becoming increasingly accepted that pre-slaughter stunning
That's fantastic.
and halal can be together. Yeah.
How do you raise money for Compassion in World Farming?
We raise it purely from generous, open-hearted individuals in Europe mainly. We have 38,000 donors who send us money, and we are hugely grateful to every one of those. We have a wider supporter base than that. We have a supporter base in the UK of about 130,000 people.
That's such an honorable thing that you're doing. Thank you so much for what you're doing, Philip.
Well, Kim, it's a calling. It's something which I feel I have to do, and I'm just so pleased that so many people are so steadfast in their support. And I really thank you, Kim, for your interest in the work that we do.
I'm very interested. Ladies and gentlemen, we have been talking to, learning from, and listening to Philip Lymbery, the Chief Executive of Compassion in World Farming. You can reach him and learn more about his work by going to compassionateworld.org. Philip, thank you so much for being with us, and we hope you'll join us again.
It's a real pleasure. Thank you so much.
Many blessings.
And to you.